You know that feeling, right? You're on a super important video call and boom, your connection just drops for no reason. Or maybe your smart home gadgets suddenly decide to give you the silent treatment. Well, there's an invisible force at play here, a silent saboteur that's creating chaos in our wireless lives. And today, we're going to hunt it down.
It is one of the most maddening things in modern life. Your Wi-Fi shows full bars, everything looks totally fine, but your internet is just awful. Web pages take forever to load, your shows keep buffering, the whole thing just feels shaky. What if I told you the bad guy isn't your router or your internet provider, but something else hiding in plain sight?
Okay, so let's get into it. I want you to start thinking of your wireless network like a crime scene. On the surface, it all looks perfectly normal, but the air all around you, it's jam-packed with invisible signals, and some of them are getting in the way of your data. So let's put on our detective hats and start searching for the clues to solve this case of the terrible connection.
Now, every good investigation needs a solid case file. Ours comes from the absolute experts over at Virtualization Options LLC. They've put together this incredible, super detailed 10-part guide called RFI Detectives. What we're doing here is basically giving you the top secret briefing, pulling out all the key intel so you're armed and ready to start your own investigation.
A good detective always starts by surveying the scene of the crime. So for us, that means we first need to understand the world these invisible signals actually live in, the radio frequency spectrum. It's time to map out the turf.
So your wireless devices, they all operate in these specific neighborhoods, or what we call frequency bands. First, you've got the 2.4 gigahertz band. Think of it as the original, old-school part of town. It's awesome at covering long distances and going right through walls, but man, is it crowded. Then there's the 5.8 gigahertz band. That's like the newer, wider highway system. Way more capacity, less traffic, but the signals just don't travel as far. And 6 gigahertz? Well, that's the brand new, gleaming superhighway that's still pretty much empty. So picking the right turf is your first move to avoid a major signal traffic jam.
So how does this whole interference thing actually go down? Well, it's pretty much a four-step crime. First, a transmitter, like your router, creates a signal. Step 2, that signal travels or propagates through the air. Step 3, and this is where the crime happens, some other unwanted signal crashes the party and gets in the way. And finally, your device, like your laptop, tries to make sense of that jumbled up, messy signal it receives. And that brings us to maybe the single most important clue in this whole investigation, the signal-to-noise ratio, or SNR. Here's an easy way to think about it. Imagine you're trying to have a conversation at a really loud party. Your voice is the signal, and all that background music and chatter is the noise. For anyone to understand you, your voice has to be a lot louder than the noise, right? It's the exact same with Wi-Fi. A low SNR is the smoking gun that RFI is your problem.
All right, so we get the environment now. We know what the scene of the crime looks like. So now it's time to start building a profile of our culprits. Let's run down the list of the usual suspects. You know, the common gadgets and tech that are famous for causing this kind of trouble.
Here it is, the official rap sheet for that overcrowded 2.4 gigahertz neighborhood. Suspect number 1 is your neighbor's Wi-Fi, always fighting for the same airspace. But it could also be your Bluetooth headphones, your smart thermostat, even that old wireless mouse adapter you forgot about. But the biggest, baddest offender of them all? Your microwave oven. Seriously, it blasts out a powerful, messy signal on the exact same frequency your Wi-Fi uses. Want to see for yourself? Run a speed test on your phone. Then pop something in the microwave and run the test again while it's running. If you see a huge drop, well, you've just caught a suspect red-handed.
So how do you know if one of these suspects is messing with your network? The biggest telltale sign is inconsistency. If your Wi-Fi is amazing one minute and then just garbage the next, that's the classic symptom. We're not talking about a connection that's always bad. We're talking about those sudden what just happened drops in performance. That is the signature of an RFI event.
Okay, so we've got the basics down. You know how to spot the symptoms, and you know who the usual suspects are. But what if the case is a little more complicated? Well, now it's time to break out the advanced tools, the techniques the pros use to hunt down even the sneakiest sources of interference.
This here is the professional RFI detective's playbook. First up is correlation analysis, which is really just a fancy way of asking, hey, does my Wi-Fi always drop out the exact moment the baby monitor turns on? Then you've got direction finding, which is literally hunting for where the signal is coming from. Spectral signature matching is like having digital fingerprints for every device to see exactly what model is causing the problem. And finally, temporal pattern analysis just means looking for patterns over time, like an issue that only ever seems to happen on weekday mornings.
That how do you actually corner the culprit? I mean, physically find it. This is where it gets really cool.
The pros use these special directional antennas, and they point them around like a compass while watching a tool called a spectrum analyzer. Wherever the signal on the screen is strongest, that's your direction. You take a few readings from different spots in the room, draw lines on a little map, and where those lines cross, bingo, that's your culprit. It's honest-to-goodness signal hunting.
Phew! We have covered a ton of ground, from the crime scene itself to lining up suspects and even getting into some advanced forensics. So let's pull all this great info together into a little field guide you can use to apply all this knowledge yourself.
Every good detective has to know the lingo, right? RSSI just tells you how strong a signal is. Think of it as the volume of that voice you're trying to hear at the party. Path loss is just a term for how signals naturally get weaker as they travel through walls and across distances. MIMO? That's the really clever tech that lets your router have multiple conversations at once, like a great party host. SSID is just the name of your Wi-Fi network. And that spectrum analyzer? That's your ultimate detective gadget. It's like a pair of magic glasses that lets you literally see all the invisible signals flying through the air.
And remember, all of this amazing expert knowledge comes straight from that awesome comprehensive guide created by Virtualization Options LLC. They are a tech research and education organization, and they're all about helping the rest of us understand these really complex topics. So a huge shout out to them for providing the source material for this whole explainer.
So, the next time your internet starts acting up, don't just get frustrated. Get curious. Start thinking like a detective. You now have the basic training to start looking for the clues. The case is officially yours to solve. So, what invisible signals are hiding in your network?